gentlemen, I pray that you are not simply walking this meandering pace here. As you can see, this sort of line of sight here that we've had is like that. And well, as you've got to hold, this fort is going to be absolutely butchered here. Oh, lads, don't give up to the very last. Greetings and welcome to episode 114 of my Empire Total War Darth mod USA campaign, and this, my friends, how we left it last time, where we are gearing up towards quite the fight here in Ankara. It is going to be absolutely huge, and I think there can be any doubts at all, my friends, that Ankara is going to be the key principal battleground very, very soon. As you can see, the Ottomans are starting to gather their forces and surrounding the city of Ankara quite clearly. They're going to be moving in quite soon, but thankfully they're not able to unleash this mass of troops upon us here, because these would simply overwhelm us quite easily. Not the quality, but the quantity they're able to put into battle is quite staggering, and indeed the number of German forces here in the Don is exceptional. Would we be able to hold you? We do have two army groups here, but even then, even though the quality of the troops here from the Germans isn't of the highest standard, the sheer amount they have is incredible. I just cannot fathom where they're able to get these troops from. And you think about it, if it wasn't for the Don, these army groups holding the Don, sort of this bridge and this way into Tartaria here closed, all of these forces would be flooding into into Eastern Europe here, where we are fighting a brutal war here with the Germans. Now we are on the sort of the verge here of potentially taking Prague as well, another major Austrian city, and then all they would have left then is Zagreb, and that is our key here. Now many of the councils are calling for us to take Austria out of the campaign entirely, to knock them out as quickly as possible, and then to free these troops up to either push against the last remnants here of the German forces here on the sort of the western side of Europe here, the sort of western extremity in Munich and indeed Stuttgart. That would put us in very, very close proximity here to the Spanish, who are indeed building their forces along the border here. There's also been a call that we start moving troops from sort of Sweden here as well. We are at peace with Russia, and we do have quite a large trade with Russia as well. Our exports are very, very high with Russia, so I'm hoping that keeps them on the right side of us. We've also got combat potentially here in Cairo with the Mamluks, but they seem to have just stopped here outside the city. But you can see we do have a formidable force inside the city, which could probably deal with these troops here. Mind you, they do have these cannon here, but I think this force here is on. Some of the council did call for us to reinforce Cairo here, but the majority of the council were calling for us to reinforce Ankara and indeed the Don here. Now Ankara looks like probably the most urgent case here. There's even an Ottoman army here in the port here of Izmir. These are formidable troops. We mustn't in any way really pull our nose up here at the Ottoman forces here. To do so would underestimate and indeed could spell our doom here. We've even got Mamluks moving here, potentially moving towards Ankara to help their Ottoman brothers here. That's a very, very strong possibility. As you can see, I've even got these Riskers of Souls, which are absolute fiends in battle. They are almost unbreakable. I would like just to send a message here to the Ottomans that how much they rate here. We can indeed replenish and repair. That's what we shall do. We've also got this army here, which for some reason hasn't been playing by the book here at all. We've ordered them a number of times. We're going to send this army here. As you can see, look at that. That's a formidable army here. We're going to send them to Ankara. We're going to try and sort of thread the needle here and try and get ourselves onto the road system here. There's the road system here, but Izmir is blocked off, so that means having to sort of thread the needle between the Aydin groves here and Anatolia here. Try and thread our way up to here. Not sure if we can get through here because this is a mountain range, so we might have to fight our way in unless we can move around here and not engage the troops here in Izmir, and then sort of find ourselves onto the. Or we could even come all the way around here, land in Bursa, and then sort of use the road system here to move up to Ankara, which we probably will do. Also, a number of the council calling for us to indeed move our forces from the homeland here, from America. As you look at that, an absolute backbone here of our entire economy here, of our entire military apparatus is really here in the homeland. It really is a wonder to see. We've got this force here, but I think we'll start moving back. We're going to leave the Black Hills Plains Nations for a while. We want this army back here, and we want them back in Philadelphia as quickly as possible. Gentlemen, because this army here is a wonderful army. Now we could do those in Europe as well, this army in Europe, and indeed we are beginning to put together another or several forces we can send to Europe, and they are going to be needed, believe me. We are really up against it in Europe. So I think we'll continue our recruitment here. And we can only recruit 3 troops at a time here in Philadelphia, because Philadelphia is more of a civil and sort of a civil administration. It's not really built for military apparatus, as it were. But Boston is fully militarized, as you can see here. We have more military options. Look at that. So it really is a fantastic to see. We do have anything else to be done in Newfoundland here? I don't believe so. Oh, I beg your pardon. We do have this steam-powered cloth mill almost ready here. That will increase and boost our trade here. We're a full global trading company here. I don't think we can do anything else yet. We could, of course, raise troops from Caracas, which I think we will in fact do. We're going to start using, the council did a call for us to use our sort of South American assets to really sort of push this as best we can. Mind you, Bogota really has been an absolute wonder here for us in terms of its trade income. 10,000 from Bogota. I mean, the income here, we've got 2 gold mines and a silver mine as well. I mean, Bogota has been absolutely a real boon for us. Not bad coming out of Panama. Mexico, New Mexico indeed could be. New Mexico has done wonders for us as well. 10,000 here. We could probably start recruiting from Mexico as well. We're going to start sending more forces, additional forces into the old world, should I say. Let's get these howitzers up. Actually, let's try and balance the army out a little bit here. 24 foot. Now, more ships could possibly be needed here as well. We have indeed got them already on production. Now we do have here, which some of the council did point out, we do have this fleet here just sort of sat here. Look at that. So what we want to do is we want to move this into the Mediterranean. So we're going to quickly move away here. Move them into the Mediterranean. Move back to here. Just to make sure that we do have that still trading. Yes, we do indeed. Now, we have also had many of the council calling for us to dispose of this army here once and for all, which we are going to do. We'll also resolve that one there. Now we've removed in its entirety here the Austrian menace. Now we can replenish and rebuild here. This army here is probably going to find itself. Oh, we're at war with Spain here. We're at war with the Barbary states, but we're going to have to build. This army's going to have to be left behind. We're going to move this army out when it's ready. So when this army's ready and fully, as you can see, it was a heck of a battle there for Algiers. So once this army's replenished and repaired, we will be moving towards, looking towards pulling this army out and adding it probably to the Ankara garrison here, or maybe even the Don. But what we want to do here with this one is we're getting a little bit of a kickback here from the Venetians, Venice here, which is an ally of Austria. We're going to hit their trade lines again. We're going to really seal down this sort of entranceway into the Adriatic, into the Mediterranean here. We need to bottleneck this. 54. That's what we can do here. Okay, Italian states, we've got much coming in. What we'll do is we're going to bottleneck this down here, just to make sure we close this this small stretch of sea here between Naples and Greece. Excuse me, my friends. Which we have done now. 54 has dropped slightly, probably because we're raiding a trade line where we haven't sort of a trade and exporting partner. Now, something else we can do here. We can, of course, we've got to wait for the army board to be completed. For some inexplicable reason, we can't recruit line infantry from here, only grenadiers, which is puzzling to say the least. The Don. Now, we can recruit 12 pounders, but little else. So we've got to ferry troops into here, which we are going to be looking to do. But it's a shame we don't have Istanbul, otherwise that would really be a wonder here. What we want to do here, though, is we want to take Zagreb and Prague. Now, with that in mind, I think what we will be doing. What have we got coming in here? Look at that, 75,000 coming into here. Britain's got a huge amount, 41,000 there. I think we'll just continue our. Got that being recruited here. This army here is coming together. We will have a general for this, if you would please. Thank you, sir. And here, what do we have in recruitment here? We need additional forces. We might go for. I think we have some engineers in one of our armies here, 2 engineers. Let's add a little bit of depth here. I think we will in fact increase our naval presence here. What do we have? Only brigs. Now the council did call for us to actually move these brigs into the trade nodes, which we will do, but we'll send a force in with them. This army here, this navy here is just for raiding. I believe this one is the same. Yes, indeed. We've got this army here, this German army, which has sneaked into the port here of Gdynia. We'll have to deal with that, I think, eventually. But what we're going to do, my friends, is this episode is we're going to tackle and we're going to immediately attack Prague. We're going to wrestle Prague, the last great bastion of Austrian power here within Europe. Within East Western Europe, at least. I know we've got moving down to the South Zagreb here, but that should be a fight that we can probably take here. But then we do have these very powerful sort of German forces loitering around here, so we might have to move in 2 armies into Zagreb. But what we can do then is we can leapfrog again. What we'll do is we'll shift these forces here towards Vienna to hold it against these these German forces. Then these forces here will be used to hold down Prague, and we'll move more forces from Berlin. In that case, let's increase the Berlin military force coming from here. Thank you very much. Now we're going to attack Prague. We're not going to wait for them to come out to us. Surrender in 5 turns. As you can see, they do hold very powerful forces indeed in here. This is nothing to be sniffed at all. However,
Settlement besieged.
what do we have
Sir.
here in terms of guns and our best army here to
Yes.
attack? We've got 3 guns here,
Your humble
4
servant.
guns here.
Siege works.
But this has got
under-
grenadiers, this lad's zeal, this lad's backbone here. We've also got these long riflemen. But we need to break open this fort here as quickly as possible. They're bankrupt as well, which is excellent to see. 8,000 here from that, even though they're bankrupt. Minus 332 for their growth. Their tax rate is through the roof. Mind you, that's going to fade very soon. So we've got to get them while they are where they are now. What we don't want to do is unleash this force down here. If these forces are unleashed, we're going to find ourselves in a world of trouble. So we need to do this quickly and as professionally as possible. Let's take this fight, my friends. We're going to immediately
Settlement
launch
under siege.
into an attack here, and we're going to attack and assault the garrison. My goodness me, look at this. That's a fearsome garrison. But we've got to take the fight. We've got to blast it. We've got to blast away here. Whom are we drawing in here? We're drawing in significant troops and reinforcements here. Mind you, would it be better for us to possibly use...
Skirts.
Mind you, they've got a lot of cavalry. This regiment, we need is a lot. No, we're going to go for this because we've got far more infantry units here which we need. Let's begin the assault. We're going to assault Prague. We are going to assault Prague, my friends. The council has called for us to speed up the process of dealing with Austria, and thus it shall be done. Let us see where this brings us now. Can we finally wrestle and remove the Ottoman threat from the theatre here? Something we've needed to do for a while, and the council have been really calling upon us to do so. I'd like to thank all of you, all my friends, for your wonderful support for this campaign and all the others. The amount of support I've had has just been absolutely incredible. It really, really has been an absolute joy to see. I thank all of you for your wonderful support. It means a lot to me. Now, let's have a look at the topography here of this battle here. As you can see, we don't really have much in terms of where we can sort of set our guns. So it might be a case of, since we're launching the attack, we're going to have to just go straight in here. We will try and wrap around some forces here to sort of catch them on up. They don't have any mortars, I don't believe, which is good. Cavalry can wait in the background as well, because cavalry is not really going to be of any benefit to us just yet, unless we can force them into the open. So we're going to have to set ourselves up in some assault groups here. I think first things first is let's bring the artillery up as close as we possibly can here. Then we can set up our assault groups. Now I think what we will do, let's just move these gentlemen here. I know there's some good hiding here positions, but they're no good to us at the moment. Now we want our artillery here. Let's just get them up and firing here. They're hidden here, which is beautiful to see. Now, can we fire a quick lime into here? What if we need to break down the walls? That's the ideal scenario. Yeah, that's more than that. Can we have quick lime as well? Quick lime will actually cover quite a good portion of this as well. What about percussion shell? Indeed, the same as quick lime. We've got some good range. We need to take these walls down, start taking out some of these defenders here, which are inevitably going to be here. Can we just move a little bit closer, perchance? We can indeed. Does that increase the range? It should do. Yes, it does. Just past the art of this house here, and just short of the armory, which is good. At least we can cover this sort of section of the wall, which probably the primary defenders will be. Now we're unlimbered as well, which is excellent. Now, to be able to really punch through this, we've got to surprise them. Let's put our cavalry here just for the moment, until we're properly sorted here. We don't have any heavy cavalry, which to be honest we don't need. Now, I think what we will do is we'll put all our grenadiers into one force to really add that punch. Now they're hidden here, which is what we want here. We want them to be a surprise here, so when those walls are taken, we can probably go into here, and to here, and here, and hit them hard. Do we have any we have some very experienced combat. We'll put the 27th with them. Put the 27th here, just behind the 1st Grenadier regiments here. It's going to be a very, very tough fight. Be under no illusions, my friends. It's going to be an incredibly tough assault. I think we'll have the 29th, 7th and the 5th coming in from this flank here, this sort of left flank. Our left, their right. Can we indeed hide amongst these, this sort of outcrop here? Let's see if we can. No, we can't. What we will do is we'll just place them out of artillery range. Ready to move against the walls, against the sides here. Can we count them from 3 different angles? If we can do that, we can at least set ourselves in a good position here. Now we need 3 more additional. Got long riflemen, which I think we'll just set up in the front here. We'll keep some regiments from back though. We'll keep 3 regiments back. Let's see if we can assault using the 22nd and 28th regiments here, both experienced regiments. See if we can catch them on the hop here and try and move around, take them on the right flank. If possible, set them back here as well, just on the, so they can wait their turn. Should the conditions arise, that we can actually move in here. And we'll keep these regiments just back here, just to guard against anything moving out to try and attack us here. We'll also keep the keep 1 regiment. We'll keep the 76th regiment on the left here, and we'll keep these 2 regiments in defence just to cover the flanks here. So we're not going to be caught entirely, but we do have a huge amount of reinforcements. Let's begin. Let's look at that. Let's get rid of these Marines. Look at that. Look at these gentlemen here, sir. Look at these Royal Cuirassiers. We need to try and sort of really hit some of these troops here on the walls. Oh, look at that, sir. Oh my goodness me, almost the entire regiment removed. That's more like it. That is more like it. We can assault these walls. These walls here are open here, so we've got to be careful. They do have a significant number of troops, especially the line infantry guards here on the walls. This is not going to be easy by any stretch of the imagination. Let's set them back. This is going to be a brutal fight. Come on, gentlemen, hold now. Oh my goodness me, look at that, sir. If we can dispose of these forces here, we can assault directly into the fort. They've got these open here, but if we move in, we're going to be cut to pieces by the... My General Cathcart, move back, sir. We've just got to hold our nerve here. We've just got to hold our nerve. Compliments of the chef, sir. Patience is a virtue here, my friends. Patience is a virtue. If we can hit these big line infantry guards here. We need to weaken their forces so when we assault... That's well done, sir. Take these apart here. Then we'll start work on the walls. Oh, what a shot, sir! Oh, that is exceptional gunnery, sir. Look at that. What if we can start moving around here a little bit? Let's see if we can draw them out. Do they have any mortar at all? No. We've absolutely... Look, oh, what a shot, sir. Oh my word, what a shot. Just got to position ourselves properly here. Begin moving into position. Let's get those firing. If we had more guns, this would be absolutely a foregone conclusion, sir. Oh my goodness me, what a shot. Oh! Caught them right on the hop there. This wall is going to be particularly tough. They've still got line infantry guards here, so we have to assault from a particular angle here. But to draw in these forces, we've still got some very tough forces here. But we have decimated them on the walls here. Look at this. That quicklime has done wonders. Look at it. The defenders have been absolutely poleaxed. "23 defenders left from 225. If we can just soften them up a little bit more here, especially the defenders, if we can take care of these here, we might assault the wall. Try and draw them out. Me, what a shot. That is just exceptional. try and soften up some of these here. We could actually assault probably in the not too distant future. We'll start hitting the walls. But we might be able to assault directly off the march here. I think we'll move ourselves right around to here. Look at these cuirassiers here. They're going to be an absolute menace. Oh, look at that. This is just exceptional gunnery. We really have reduced significantly the amount of enemy we're facing here. Actually, these marines could be taken care of a little bit better, I believe. So let's try if we can hit these here. Oh, these. Sorry for the double clicking, my friends, but I just want to make sure that they do actually target that. Oh, gentlemen, double time, please. Could assault here and force them to maneuver. I think at that end then we shall start moving our forces up. We shall use this as a way to hide. Let's send a forward regiment here of long riflemen. They can set stakes up. Oh my goodness me. They've just decimated this front defence here. The skill here of this marksmanship is a joy to see. We're going to set up some stakes here just to sort of hold this. I love how this happens. You look how they're moving slowly, walking hidden through here. You could probably assault right into their nose and they wouldn't even know about it. Now they're starting to shift forces to try and defend against this here. I mean, they have been absolutely decimated, sir. It's as simple as that. Oh my word, they've just been obliterated here. These full front defences here have been obliterated. We can't really touch these just yet because that's going to be probably our biggest problem. Is going to be these gentlemen here. We need to get rid of these here. If we can get rid of these gentlemen here, we can assault this front here and hold this. Can we remove these fiends here from this wall? And we can assault this wall. Oh, We have just absolutely obliterated them. Cavalry's taking fire. We might assault the walls here very soon. Let's get the stakes down. What we're going to do is we're going to set stakes up here so that we can at least be prepared for the cavalry if they come charging through here. That's it, well done, gentlemen. Look at that. In fact, I think we'll put them up here so they can start attacking these forces here. These are going to be our forward scouting element here. Provide covering fire, lads. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Oh, wow. This marksmanship is an exemplary example to all. Get up there, lads. Get up there now. Get up there with your brothers. They've moved from this wall here. Trying to keep this wall intact if possible, for our own benefit as well.
Irregular.
Here they come, here they come. That's triggered them off.
Close the shooting range.
Oh, that's got them distracted. Let's assault. Lost that regiment there, but that's brought them into fire anyway, at least. To hold them up here. goodness me, look at this, sir. We're going to assault. They've got to hold up this force here. Hold that square, lads. We had to do that to hold up here. Get into the barracks, lads. They've had enough, and they've gone. Hold that square. Get in the building, lads. Get in the building. Let's clear the walls. Let's clear the walls. Oh, they've buckled. They have buckled, sir. Get it. I don't. Why did you? I said, lads, keep firing. What a brutal assault this has been, but it has to be done. They've caught our reserves. Come on, break them, lads. Damn, they're fighting with everything they've got here. Push through, lads. That's more like it. My goodness, we've got a lot of reinforcements coming in here now. We don't want to lose all of them. We've already lost our artillery, which is not going to be good. Let's clear this in its entirety, if you would, please, gentlemen. Don't just stand there, lads. Get them, lads, grenadiers. That's more like it, lads. Well done. Grenadiers have done a wonderful task here. They've done a wonder. Oh, look, that's a bloodbath, sir. They're finished, sir. They're shot. They've gone. They've had enough. Look at that one assault, sir, on Prague. They've gone. They've shattered. They're broken. Yes, we've got all of them. We've killed every single one of them. They're all shattered. Yes, my friends, we've done it. We've taken Prague at last. What a fight. What an assault that was, and the council called for that. We lost 1,053 men, but they lost everything. We've taken the city in its entirety, sir. Look at the Grenadiers. They've done a wonderful job here. And the line infantry here as well. Done exceptional tasks, sir. Look at that. You can do nothing but salute that, sir. We've finally taken Prague. A real thorn in our side there for a number of years. And the council called for that.
Battalions ready.
Yes, we've taken it, my friends. It's now ours. Yes, Bohemia and Moravia is now ours. +1 to command with besieging. +1 to morale in battles. Look at that, we've taken the city, sir. What we are going to do now is replenish and the army, and indeed we're going to repair the city. I'm actually pleased we've taken over here, because we're going to take them out of bankruptcy. And it appears, my friends, that our peace here has been broken, because you may remember who might be awake now. Now what we are going to do is we're going to repair every single one of these buildings as quickly as possible, especially the Governor's Palace. Well, observatory, we've got no damage to the walls as well, which is excellent to see. And it is vital that we do actually get this army. I think it's probably better if we do get a general for this army, so we're going to replenish and repair this army. We're also going to replenish and repair the following army. And that, my friends, I believe is where we're going to leave this episode here. It really has been a real wonder to see that. And only that general there has been brought in, of course. He decided to sally forth on his own. Brave, but might be a tad stupid to do there. Ill-advised, shall we say. As you can see, Hungary has been hit pretty hard. We're just going to send a message to them that whatever they do here, we're not going to collapse into a morass. But we have now added a huge swathe here of territory as our own, and that should see a boost now to our income. Has that boosted our income at all? 59,000, 60,000 here. What a wonder to see there, sir. And fear not, my friends, we are going to be moving this army here into Ankara. I do apologise for this being a little bit of a shorter episode than normal, but alas, my friends, time and indeed work is sort of shortening my time able to do this episode. But I hope you've enjoyed it, my friends. I hope you've enjoyed the battle here for Prague. It was at the council's behest, and that has been carried out. Any request the council puts forward, it will be carried out. If it's not carried out immediately, it will be done in the future, I can promise you. But one of the main stipulations will be rid ourselves of the Austrians, and our next foray will be to take Zagreb. And once we've done that, then we shall have rid ourselves of the Austrians in their entirety, sir. And that is going to be an outlook of that. We've got 4,000 here. Bankruptcy here is massive. I mean, 378 is just unbelievable here. That bankruptcy was incredible. But once things are stabilised, we should see ourselves picking things up quite nicely here. What's the tax policies here? Probably reduce the tax here for those gentlemen here. It's 46,000. I think we can reduce to increase growth. But once we've got this rectified here and reinforced, and again, might have to solidify our hold on here, because we have got these German forces here. But if we can take this last city here of Zagreb from them, then that will be the end of the Austrians, and then we can start focusing on dealing with this last German pocket here in the north, immediate northwest here, possibly building up towards an assault into Spain. But my friends, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please leave your comments coming down below. As always, my friends, they have been absolutely pivotal in what we've achieved here in this campaign. It's been a long, brutal campaign, but one I can see us slowly but surely starting to really whittle down our enemies here. We might even move for more Munich and Stuttgart eventually, and remove the German sort of influence in its entirety here from the west. That would then just have us dealing with these forces here. We would then have cleared up all of these forces. It will then free us up to move against either Venice or Spain, and then use these forces to deal with the rest of the German forces here, which we do have more than enough for. Then we can move down to the south. But my friends, hope you've enjoyed it. As always, my friends, please leave your comments down below. Whatever it is, whatever your plans and proposals are, you know, they've all been fantastic. The support on this series has been absolutely incredible for all of my campaigns thus far. I mean, the number of people that seem to watch my videos and enjoy them is a wonder to see. It really is, and it means so much to me. It really does, my friends. I'd like to thank all of you for your wonderful support. And as always, the council leads the way, and I leave it in your capable hands now, my friends, and what you want to see next. What do we do next? Now we've taken Prague. Do we finally clear this pocket here in the sort of the west here? Do we take Munich and Stuttgart, and then clear up these forces around Hanover? That would then give us breathing space. At least we can replenish and repair. Or do we then push down towards the south as quickly as possible? I know we've got a lot happening here in Ankara and indeed at the Don here. We do need to get additional forces in here as well, if possible. Yeah, they are being replenished. That's fine. But my friends, until next time, bye for now.